The Xenomorph alongside Alan Ripley are the newest additions to the DBD family, both arriving with new and exciting perks that shape up the meta the right way. These are 5 builds for the Alien chapter that takes your gameplay beyond your wildest skill imaginations. Without further ado, let's go! The first build of this video is called A Little Tweak. It consists of Smash Hit, Parental Guidance, Windows of Opportunity, and Light-Footed. This perk build exists for ages, and that's where the name is coming from. Using Smash Hit with Parental Guidance isn't the worst of choices. Now after hitting a killer with a pellet, you gain the 4-second sprint burst from Smash Hit, and further hide your scratch marks as well as your grunts of pain for 7 seconds thanks to Parental Guidance. This perk combo has always synergized well with a flashlight or firecrackers, for example. Yeah, you may lose some sprint distance with Smash Hit, but it'd still be worth it nonetheless, if you look closer at the newly added perk Light-Footed. This Alan Ripley perk makes your running footsteps deadly silent. Just envision the following situation. Deciding to get a cheeky blind in can utterly confuse the killer. While being blinded, you totally rely on your hearing to figure out where to go and what to do. If you now remove all of the sounds that exist, the killer will lose you in absolutely no time. If you know what to do and how to use this combo in the best way possible, juking the killer is never easier. The last perk of this build that I quickly want to mention is Windows. It helps you in order to locate pallets, but it could easily be swapped for Residual Manifest to get more out of your blinds, or with Quick and Quiet to use the time after a blind for some decent locker hiding action. All in all, the addition of Light-Footed brings joy to the Smash Hit Parental Guidance Wombo combo. Build number 2 marks our first killer build for this video, and it is called Speed Demon. Machine Learning, Play with your Food, Rapid Brutality, and Trail of Torment. I mean, it's a tiny bit weird that I look at this build and immediately am reminded of my last 5 builds video. Yes, exactly. This is roughly the same killer build I wanted you to try out the last time around, but the new perk Rapid Brutality really left me no choice but to address this. Let's cut to the chase and figure out what this build can do. If the Obsession escapes a chase, you get 1 token to a total of 3 tokens. Each token increases the movement speed by 5%. You lose a token after doing this basic attack, and as I've learned, a special attack as well. So far, so good. Machine Learning further supports the haste idea. Hitting a gen twice results in that gen being compromised. After a compromised gen is now finished, you gain the Undetectable and further a 10% haste status effect for 30 seconds. This, all in all, can under the right circumstances lead to a beefy 25% speed increase. But it doesn't stop there. With adding Rapid Brutality to this, you are sadly not able to get Bloodlust anymore, but you can now fully lean into the survivors after injuring them once, as you get an additional 5% haste for 10 seconds after doing just that. Meaning that you completely compromise the lost token due to the hit. Last choice to this build is Trail of Torment. As you kick gens to get Machine Learning in play, you might want to benefit from stealthiness as well. If you don't care about that, you can add gen regression perks too, Eruption being my favorite to complement this perk. And if you're interested in seeing this perk build in action in a full-length video, click to the link down below. My second channel has you covered. Let's get back to survival builds though, and the third build is called Me, My Locker, and I. Build to last, Inner Healing, Lucky Star, and Streetwise. Ah man, I love my lockers and I love myself a good build to last build as well. Adding the commodious toolbox with scraps and the wise build to it can make such a difference, but let's start at the beginning. Going back through my channel history, I don't think I need to explain build to last in such narrow detail. It replenishes your items while hiding in a locker. So far, so good. Streetwise reduces your items depletion rate by 50% and therefore goes hand in hand with the aforementioned perk. Inner Healing and Lucky Star now make this build come to life. The basic idea is that the time that is spent inside the locker is used wisely. Once a totem got cleansed, Inner Healing activates and allows you a heal while hiding inside a locker, and Lucky Star further hides your pools of blood and grunts of pain for 10 seconds whilst hiding inside that locker, making sure that the heal goes through safely. Upon exiting the locker, you are granted to see all the other survivor auras for 10 seconds, as well as the closest gen to immediately use your replenished toolbox. This build in my opinion rounds up the passive locker plays perfectly. Entering the locker for 16 seconds will now not only give you a replenished item, but a heal, as well as aura reading and an awesome gen location reveal to make the best out of your newly acquired toolbox. The fourth build marks also the final build for killers in this video. It's called One for the Huntresses and it consists out of Ultimate Weapon, Iron Maiden, Darkness Revealed and Bitter Murmur. What Huntress mains do sometimes can be really disgusting, especially when it comes to perk choices. Yes, killers do vary and differentiate in perk usages very drastically, but for Huntress and Trickster, it's somewhat different in my opinion. Opening lockers is something you have to do with a reload killer. Iron Maiden fastens up the process, simple as that. Darkness Revealed is also very common on Huntress, as it reveals survivors that are currently within 8 meters of any lockers for 5 seconds. Ultimate Weapon works a bit different, but still shouldn't be underestimated. After a locker has been opened, this perk activates for 30 seconds. Every survivor that now enters your Terror Radio Screams reveals its position in the process, and now is also inflicted with the blindness status effect for 30 seconds, running up this freeway perk combo in good style. Bitter Murmur, a perk that is just here to get snipes across the map. I mean, let's face it, could easily be swapped out for almost any perk in existence, but as this perk build is called One for the Huntresses, I wanted and somewhat needed a perk that has something to do with Huntress in particular. And the fifth and final build for this video is called Traps Are My Passion. It consists out of Chemical Trap, Blast Mine, Wiretap and Made for This. Traps are my passion. Do I really need to say more about this build? Not really, right? The only sad realization that I had while creating this absolute unique off-meta setup is that we need one more trap perk as we currently only have 3. But let's start at the beginning. All traps are charged by repairing a generator. Blast Mine blinds the killer when he kicks the gen. Wiretap, a bit sad that it isn't called Wire Trap, reveals the killer's aura when he is in close proximity to the gen that the trap is installed on and therefore allows you easy loops if granted the chance. Make a trap slows down killers for 4 seconds by 50% when they break a trap pallet. In the end, you can absolutely annoy the killer with this perk combo. Made for This in the end is only here to round up this build and basically just here to support you chases further. Arguably, you could also run Resilience as it also increases your gen repair speed and therefore builds up your traps faster. All in all, have fun blinding, slowing down and looping the killer for absolutely ever. And the last build rounds up this video. Which build should I definitely try? Let me know down below in the comments, subscribe to my channel, absolutely join my Discord for more fun, and yet again Alt Agony, my second channel, has the Speed Demon build in a full length video, info tab right now or down below in the description, and